Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be sampling some fragrances again. I love doing these types of videos. They are super fun, and I get to sample fragrances that I have been just wanting to try out for a very long time. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially videos on smelling super good. So if you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate all of the love and the support. With that said, let's get right into today's video. I want to start off this video by letting you guys know about Scentbird. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know about them, but if you don't, I'm going to give you all of the info on what they have to offer and how amazing this website is for fragrance lovers like you and me. So Scentbird is a subscription website where you receive a travel size fragrance every month, and you can try out designer fragrances, you can try out niche fragrances. So this is amazing because you get to try out expensive fragrances, you get to try out hard to find fragrances, niche fragrances, which are very pricey, and you get to try them without breaking the bank. So you get to try out a scent and you get a lot of sprays in the bottle that you receive. So I'm going to be showing you everything, but it's just a great way to explore new fragrances, and this website is perfect for people who are fragrance collectors, people who love fragrances, and especially people who are getting into fragrances. You're beginning, you don't know where to start, you don't really know your favorite types of fragrances, your favorite types of notes. This is a great way to learn about fragrances, try them out, and you don't have to spend a ton of money doing it. When I used to live in Miami and I used to work a 9 to 5, and that's kind of around the time that I really started to get into fragrances. So I found out about Scentbird back then, and that was back in like 2015, around there. And I had a subscription, and I remember I used to receive my box at work. So every time that I would receive it, I would be super excited. And with Scentbird is that I discovered some of my favorite fragrances at that moment of my life. I remember that I received Chloe EDP perfume from them, and I went through the entire bottle of that, and then I went ahead and I bought a full-size bottle. I also remember receiving, I believe it was a Marc Jacobs fragrance. I know that there was a few that I got, and I truly just loved it. I loved the idea of it. I loved how I was able to receive fragrances and getting to know fragrances. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm going to let you guys know a few things that you can expect from Scentbird. So I did mention previously that you do get designer fragrances, which are those fragrances that you can find at Sephora, for example, Versace fragrances or Gucci, those types of fragrances. And then niche, for those of you who don't know, are those houses that exclusively create fragrances. So they tend to be a little bit more pricey, they're a little bit more hard to find, they're also a little bit harder to try out. It's a little bit harder to just walk into a store and find niche fragrances to sample. So that is always great to be able to find these types of fragrances on Scentbird. Scentbird now also offers men fragrances, which at the time I don't think they had men fragrances, but now they do, which is another amazing thing that they offer. They also sell bath and body products and even home scents and candles. So there is a lot to look into on the website, and they have a super wide range of fragrances to choose from. There's going to be something for everyone. I did go on the website to select the fragrances that I wanted, and I was there for a minute. There was so many fragrances to choose from. There was fragrances that I never even heard of before. So I really like the selection that they have, and they are always adding new fragrances as well. So another amazing thing that you can check out is their full-size fragrances that are available for purchase, which is another great option on the website. And they come packaged so beautiful. So the packaging is super cute. They come in these little pouches right here, and then inside you have your case. So I really love this because you can lock them. So this makes them amazing for traveling with them. So right here, you can unlock it or lock it so you can travel with it. You can put it in your purse. This is another great thing about them. I love this idea for just throwing it in your bag and it doesn't take up a lot of room, especially for those nights that you might be going out and you don't have a big handbag, you just have something small. This is definitely going to fit inside of that bag. So that's another great advantage to the Scentbird fragrances. So before I start trying out the fragrances, I just want to explain to you the process of Scentbird. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take a quiz on their website, and with that quiz, the website is going to know kind of like your preferences, what type of fragrances you lean more towards, and it's going to give you a personalized selection of fragrances that you can choose in case you do need that little bit of help. And then once you have taken the quiz, then you can begin your subscription, and it is going to be $16.95 per month. But I did look at the website and I saw that they usually have deals going on, and right now I saw that they had the first month for $8.47. So that is super amazing to try it out for the first month, see how you feel about it. Now we're gonna go ahead and get on to the super fun part, which is trying out the fragrances. I'm gonna show you the cards that the fragrances come with because I am obsessed with just the presentation of it, the way the website is organized, and the way that you receive the product. So I am going to start off with some designer perfumes that I am going to be trying out. The first one I owned, I already smelled it before, but I was very excited to do this with Scentbird because I have been thinking about trying this fragrance again, but I didn't want to buy a full-size bottle because I wasn't sure if I was still going to feel the same way about it. So I would rather have a small bottle, that way I can use it, test it out, and see if it's one that I would like to bring back into my collection. And that fragrance is Dolce & Gabbana Perfume. So I remember that this fragrance was like very popular because it does have a marshmallow note, and I did love it when I got it when I lived in Tampa. Then once I moved over here, I just wasn't really feeling it, so I got rid of it. But lately I have been kind of like wondering, would I like it now? Because our noses do change over time. So there's fragrances that I didn't enjoy a long time ago, and then I try them again now and I absolutely love them. So here is Dolce & Gabbana Perfume. So this one is in a white case, and look at the little cards that you get with your fragrance. So you're going to get a picture of the fragrance, you're going to get the name. I love things like this because I love to have details, information. So then when you flip the card around, you're going to have the name of the fragrance, you're going to get a description of the fragrance, the notes in the fragrance, the ingredients. I mean, there's like so much information here. So here is the card that you receive. So let's go ahead and let's read up on Dolce & Gabbana Perfume. Dolce & Gabbana's creamy silken jasmine blends into rich toasted marshmallow and tangy bursts of raspberry and tangerine in a gourmand scent every jasmine fan can fall in love with. So the notes are jasmine, raspberry, vanilla, marshmallow, and tangerine. And I'm just gonna spray right here on the card. That is nice. Wow, that's really, really pretty. I do get the marshmallow and the vanilla for sure. I'm gonna spray my hand just to see how it smells on my skin. That's super pretty. I get the jasmine a lot, so I kind of get like a clean feeling when I smell it, but then that is wrapped around a very fluffy marshmallow. It's sweet. I get little bursts of the raspberry. And I also get the tangerine, and the tangerine doesn't really bother me. Starting to wonder why I got rid of that one. I am going on vacation for the holidays. I am thinking about just filling up like a makeup bag filled with these and just taking this with me because I don't want to travel with all of my full-size bottles, and this is just perfect to just throw in a bag a bunch of these and just have different fragrances to wear for the holidays, because I feel like this fragrance right here would be so beautiful in like cooler weather in during the holidays. It would be really, really nice. It's still not super heavy. It's not super gourmand. It's not super thick, so I think you can still wear it in a climate that's not cold, but I think that the marshmallow and all of those yummy notes would be even better in wintertime. So I'm definitely going to be taking this with me when I travel. This next fragrance I have been very curious about, because I did own Versace Bright Crystal, which every time that I have tried Versace Bright Crystal, it almost never works for me. I love like the aquatic feeling of that fragrance, the girliness of that fragrance. A lot of people have told me to go ahead and try out the Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. I have never tried that, so this is the way that it looks right here. And this travel case is gray, so there are different colors for the travel cases. And Versace Bright Crystal Absolute is described as sculpted top notes of frosted yuzu fruit and pomegranate sparkle over dark, juicy raspberry and bright, bold peony in the heart. Luxurious mahogany and taut musk complete the sophisticated fragrance. And the notes that are listed here are peony, raspberry, yuzu, pomegranate, and musk. That is really pretty. And I get the same vibes as Versace Bright Crystal, but I'm not getting like that ending, like towards the end of you smelling the fragrance. Let's go ahead and spray this one here too. I think this one's much better. This one's way better. I still need to go ahead and like fully wear it and test it out. But I see what everyone has been saying, because every time that I have either mentioned the Versace Bright Crystal and I have said how I'm not a fan of it, many people have always told me you have to try the Absolute. And I actually prefer the bottle to the Absolute because the pink is just so pretty. So far we got two good ones here. So I did choose two that I have owned in the past, and here is another one. This one is Lalique Soleil. And I had this at the beginning of like my collection journey, and I got rid of it as well because it was just a fragrance that it was very pretty, but at that time I wasn't too familiar with cardamom. I wasn't too familiar with like certain notes in there. I was just getting into like more gourmand notes and just diving into different fragrances, so I got rid of that one as well, and I kind of regretted it after a while. So when I saw this as one of the ones that was available, I definitely wanted to smell it again and see how I feel about it now. So the bottle for Lalique Soleil is absolutely stunning, and I'm going to go ahead and read about this fragrance. So the addictive treat of a gourmand heart, as delicious as that first frothy sip of cafe latte, sitting back on fluffy pillows, nibbling on almonds, the sweet burn of caramelized sugar matching the roasted tones of the bean, golden and warm as the rays of the sun. And the notes here are cafe latte, almonds, pink praline, jasmine, and musk. And here is a black case, which I think this might be my favorite. I like the white and the black the most. So let's go ahead and let's try this one. Way sweeter to me now. I remember when I owned it, I used to get so much of the cardamom, and since I wasn't used to that note, I was so confused by it. But right now, it's like feminine. I get the coffee. I don't get the cardamom as much anymore, which is crazy. I think I want a full-size bottle of this for sure. It's very feminine. I feel like the notes are so well blended together. I do feel like I get like a coffee vibe, so I do get that. I'm getting the musk. I'm not necessarily getting almonds, which I love almond. Almond is one of my all-time favorite notes in fragrances. It just adds like this nutty, creamy sweetness to a fragrance, and it just smooths a fragrance out and it makes it less sharp. This is so good. It's getting warmer now that it's drying down, and I'm starting to pick up more of the coffee, a little bit of that praline. The jasmine is not too loud. It's not sharp. Really nice one. Now we're going to move on to the niche fragrances, and I'm very excited about this next one. I hope that I'm not disappointed, because when it comes to niche fragrances, I'm still on the fence. You know, there's some that I absolutely fall in love with, and then there's some that I'm just like, no. So I'm very happy that I can try them out this way, because these are very pricey. So here we have another black case, and we're going to be trying out Tiziana Terenzi Andromeda. And here is the bottle for that fragrance. And Andromeda is inspired by the blossoming La Fiorita, which occurs once a year in the Italian countryside near the Terenzi family residence, appearing between May and June in the Sibillini Mountains in Italy. La Fiorita is the flowering of the most rare and beautiful blossoms, creating an intoxicating carpet of nature. The notes are bergamot, damask rose, coconut powder, which I've never seen that note in a fragrance, amber, and ebony. Now, amber can be very tricky for me. You guys know I'm kind of like iffy with amber, so let's see what this is giving. Ooh. Definitely gotta spray the skin. I'm getting a very feminine floral, but I do get a lot of the amber, so I'm not sure about this one. This is very, very pretty, very feminine, very classy and like sophisticated, yet it has like this fun and flirty type of side to it. So I would say it's like a modernized, classy fragrance. It's very classy, put together, polished, but it still has a little bit of like fun and flirtiness in there. It's very floral. I'm not the biggest fan of floral fragrances, so this is definitely not like my favorite one out of the ones that I have smelled, but I will say it definitely feels luxurious to me. Let's see, I'm gonna do a little spray, another spray. I really get that bergamot in the opening, and then it kind of like tones down. So at first it's like very bright with those florals in there. It's a very, very unique fragrance. There is honestly nothing that I can think of that smells like this fragrance. I don't think I've ever smelled anything that smells like this. And I honestly don't know how I feel about it. I think that it smells really, really good. It smells very feminine, very pretty. I think that I would like to wear something like this to somewhere that I'm like very put together, like not just a casual type of day. It would have to be somewhere like maybe a birthday or a special event, a dinner at night, just that type of vibe. It would be very, very nice, especially if you're trying to smell elevated and luxurious. This will definitely do the trick. Now, is it something that I am like dying over? Not really. So this one, I'm kind of iffy about it, but I do have a decent size here. By the way, I didn't show you guys the bottles on the inside, but this is what you are getting. So you're getting this bottle right here, and then you're getting the name, the label of what it is. So I have a pretty good amount here to just play around with it, wear it somewhere, and see how I feel about it. Because sometimes those fragrances that we don't enjoy end up being the ones that we absolutely love. What I do like about it though is that even though it is a floral, it's not headache inducing and it's not sharp at all. I have never seen a fragrance with ebony, and the amber kind of adds like this warmth, but it's not that type of amber where it just like pushes me away, because some ambers are just unbearable to me. This is very, very well blended. It's very smooth. It's really, really nice. Kind of liking it more and more, but let's move on to the next one. So the next one is by Memoir. I have also never tried anything from this house, and this one is called Wish You Were Here. So here is the bottle for this one. I would love to hear from you guys if you have tried any of these fragrances, if you own any of them. I would love to hear your thoughts on them. And Memoir Wish You Were Here says, the coffee is running through a grinder. Warm biscottis are placed on the cafe's counter. This is already sounding delicious. A low melody plays on the patio speakers while warm rain trickles down the stripped umbrella you sit under, looking out onto cobblestone streets. Distance is no measure for love that makes us feel alive. The notes are summer rain, toasted almonds, and fresh ground coffee. I am so excited to try this one. Ooh, those atomizers are really good. I'm getting masculine vibes out of this one. I wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna be so full of fragrances today, but there's nothing like trying it out on your skin. Even if you try a fragrance out on a tester strip, trying it on the skin is definitely the best way. This is masculine to me. It's like a coffee, sexy, masculine scent. So it's definitely not something that I would wear. Oh, but it is delicious. You guys, I'm kind of shocked that there is no scent so far where I am just like super put off by it, because you know I would let you guys know. I'm very honest with you guys. And so far, these fragrances, I'm very, very excited to try them out, get to know them better. But this is drying on my skin as like a very yummy. I don't necessarily get almonds again, but I get like this warm, almost like if there is like pastries or something, but I'm having a cup of coffee, and it seems very dark, very dense. It's good, but I think I would prefer this on a man. So I would love to smell this on my husband. So this one is definitely a little too masculine for my liking. So that's one of the ones that I probably won't be interested in. So let's move on to the last fragrance that I have here. And this is by Michel Germain. And this one is called Michel Orange Blossom Garden and French Vanilla. So I love the bottle. It's really, really cute. And then this fragrance says, luscious, creamy layers of delight. A royal garden delight, delicate violet leaf layered in luscious lemon tree zest and filled with abundant orange blossoms swirled with the comforting sensuality of creamy French vanilla. The notes are violet leaf, orange blossom, jasmine sambac, French vanilla, and sensual musk. I get a blast of violet mixed with orange blossom, so I get kind of like a fresh, bright, feminine floral, along with like the syrupy vibes that orange blossom gives. All right, we gotta try it on the skin as well. Why not, right? This one's definitely not the type of fragrance that I go for, but it's very pretty, very feminine. Ooh, it's getting really, really nice as it's drying down. Now, I am a huge fan of orange blossom. I love orange blossom, so I'm definitely getting that syrupy, sweet scent that orange blossom gives off. So it's definitely making it wearable for me, because if the violet was by itself, it would be a straight up no, because I don't really enjoy violet in fragrances, but the orange blossom is beautiful. It's really, really nice. And the vanilla is coming through. It's a little musky. I do like it. Now, would I get a full size of this one? I'm not sure, because it's kind of reminding me of La Vie Belle Le Clot, but a little violet thrown in there. It's kind of reminding me of that. So it's not super duper unique to me. But I do think that if you're starting off with fragrance and you would like a really nice orange blossom fragrance, this is really, really nice. I definitely get more of the orange blossom than anything else mixed with the vanilla. But yeah, that one, I don't think that I would want a full size. So from all of these fragrances, I am definitely excited to start wearing the Dolce & Gabbana one again. The Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. Definitely interested in a full size of this for sure. All of you guys that told me about this one, you were so right. And then Lalique Soleil, I definitely want this again soon in my collection. So the Tiziana Terenzi one, I am liking more and more as it dries down. Yes. This definitely, you have to wait until the dry down. It is like this, I get a little bit of a powdery vibe, and I don't know if it's that coconut powder or that ebony, what is it, but oh my God. The dry down is beautiful. This is gorgeous. It's something that I would love to wear when I just want to feel my like super feminine and sexy and very like just feeling myself. Wow. The dry down is absolutely stunning on this. Yeah, the Michel Germain, I'm not very excited about that one. It's nice, but it's not really like blowing my mind. And Wish You Were Here is definitely not for me. It's a little too strong. It's a little too masculine. So yeah, definitely loving 4 out of the 6 that I tried. And I really, really love the packaging. I love everything about it. I cannot wait to travel with these. So that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you are subscribed to Scentbird and what you love about it. Also, if you have any of these fragrances, especially the Michel Germain, the Memoir, the Tiziana Terenzi, since this is new to me, I would love to hear your opinion on these for those of you who have tried them out. And don't forget to check out Scentbird. I'm going to leave the information in the description box so that you can go to their website, take the quiz, and give it a try to see how you feel about it. But I think that this is a great way to test out fragrances, to travel with fragrances. And you guys know on my channel, I love to give you guys options for everything, you know, options for those of you who are looking for more affordable options. I love sharing luxurious things. I love sharing affordable things. I love sharing it all. As long as it smells good, I'm happy with sharing it. So that's going to be it for today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Hace mucho tiempo